Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-April tarot forecast, and your theme for mid-April is the Queen of Wands, someone who is authentic, dynamic, vivacious, and just like really, really good at getting things done, and just so true to herself. So this is a really awesome energy to have for mid-April. Now, I've already shuffled the cards off camera, so I'm just showing you that I'm cutting the deck. And I've got three different decks. I've got my Tarot of the Cat deck, Thoth deck, and Mystic Mondays deck, representing what's happening on the surface, beneath the surface, and advice cards. Definitely make sure you stick around until the end, where you pick your own destiny cards, so you use your intuition to complete the reading. And wow, it seems like it's pretty intense for just the latter half of April, I'm not gonna lie. Now, before I'll very quickly get started, but just a quick reminder, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. All right, so very different energies in just like such a short amount of time. So first I'll show you what's going on the surface for the latter half of April, but I really want to make it clear that like you need to see what's under the surface to really get a full idea, okay? Because it's the other cards aspecting these ones that really you derive the meaning from it. Okay, so I feel like during the third week, we've got the Seven of Cups energy, which is like illusion, delusion, false hope, false promises, false prizes. It is like reality so your idea and vision is so detached from reality that like it's just so unrealistic, okay? And it also might be someone else. I'll explain why I think it might be when I finish with these two. But there's going to be like a rebirth, okay? So this does mean rejuvenation, which represents rebirth, and in many other decks it's the Judgment card, which is like a crossroads. So you're forced to have a rebirth whether you like it or not. Everything comes to the surface. All the cards are laid up on the table. Often many people will know about it because it's so big, all right? Okay, now first I want to show you. Now I'm totally getting why you really need this authentic energy. Honest, integrity, definitely integrity, being true to yourself, so important. Because I feel like, who's coming after you? I feel like someone's coming after you, okay? Because like you are Virgo, you're an earth sign. So like I doubt that you're this fire sign energy. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to tap in to your fire authentic self, but okay, this is one of two things, right? And remember, this is a general reading, so you need to decide what resonates with you the most. This is one of two things. If this is someone else, there's this person who's just like who's just coming so full forcedly into your life with ideas and energy and this and that you don't even have time to think rationally, and you believe the things that they believe about themselves. They might have like a false sense of grandeur. They might be presenting themselves to be completely different from what they are, and you believe them because it's like the information's coming so fast, so fast, so fast, so fast. You don't have time to stop and think about it, right? That's what a lot of people do who are quite tricky and deceitful, is they'll just bring the information so fast. You don't have time to let it settle and to think, okay? So that's one option if this is someone else. If this is you, right? It could be you have some sort of an idea that's so unrealistic, so detached from reality, but you've got this energy that you have to move forward with it, right? But I don't think you're thinking it through, you know? I think that like, yeah, there is that kind of potential, but it's just so far detached from reality that it's like, it's like someone trying to fly to the moon with a paper airplane, okay? Yeah, people have made it to the moon, but they were realistic. They weren't unrealistic to get there. So it's either one of those two things, like, but regardless, whether this is you or someone else, like someone is being kind of like creating an illusion for you, right? And it might not even be intentional. Like lots of people will create a false sense of themselves for others to see, and they don't even realize they're doing it, right? But they're still doing it regardless. Your advice is temperance, okay? This is very fast moving, intense energy, all right? Temperance is telling you, slow down, patience, you have time. Think about things, weigh them out, feel them, okay? This is to find internal balance, not to be completely imbalanced and then just like boom, catapult to whatever, just because this is high energy, right? You really need to be patient and think things out. Be moderate and temperance, right? You want to be well tempered, like, and have a good temper. So that means being calm and balanced, okay? That's what you got to do with this situation. Don't let anyone fool you. Now, this is so crazy. So I feel like you're snapped into reality pretty fast because of some stress that this person has caused you, or maybe some stress that you've caused yourself. I feel like it must be some sort of external influence. You're one of the most sensible and practical of the signs for the most part. So on the surface during the 4th week, we've got rejuvenation. Like I said, it's also known as judgment. I feel like any deceit, any dishonesty is like, boom, it's all out there. Everything is laid out clearly to see. There is no hiding from this card, okay? I feel like you are going to be looking at things clearly. I think that you've had to because of stress. I feel like you've been fighting, we've got 7 of Swords, futility beneath the surface. So you've been fighting a battle that is futile. Like, this could be a battle within yourself because swords are like very mental. So there could have been like so much mental stress, like what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. And it's almost like there's like multiple different voices that are like maybe talking negatively or this or that, or they're just kind of on different wavelengths, and it's really stressing you out. You really just, this could also be other people. It could be a group of people. It could be forces that are just, it's too much. It's like not even worth it. It's not worth fighting this fight at all because you're not going to win. All you're going to do is you're going to stress yourself out more and more and more. It's not worth it. And I think that it's because of the stress of this fight that has allowed you to really come into your own, to really be your authentic self, to express yourself clearly with integrity, to make it clear what you stand for, who you are, and what your expectations are. And you're not hiding from the world at all. You're showing yourself, your entire self, completely. Like, look at this person. They're naked. They're not ashamed at all to be like, this is me. Take it or leave it. This is who I am, right? And that came from a lot of stress, okay? And it might be stressful, but it's important this is happening. Your advice is the Death card, okay? This can sometimes be a Scorpio influence, but the Death card is to let things go. Like, this is a rebirth. Let the old part of you, let the stress, maybe this is even old relationships. Let it go. Let it fall away. When a snake sheds its skin, it doesn't stay around that dead layer of skin, grieving what once was. It moves on with its fresh new pair of skin, with its fresh new skin. That's what you need to do. There's going to be a part of you that dies by the end of April, and it was meant to. It caused you stress. It was something that is not worth fighting against. Embrace your new authentic self. Embrace who you are, because this is a rebirth for you. And it was definitely a long time coming, and it needed to happen. Whew, that is so intense. Oh my gosh. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. You're gonna pick some more Destiny cards, and I'm feeling the tinglies already, which means I feel like you really need to hear this. And like, oh my gosh, what is this rebirth? What is this illusion or delusion? Was there someone else, or was this like you battling yourself? Like, let me know, please. Oh my gosh, what part of you do you need to let die and let go so that you can truly embrace your authentic, amazing, strong, powerful self? This is such an intense reading for like a mid-month. Wow. Please comment below. Like, I'm so curious. All right, if you picked one, let's see what we've got. All right. Cool. All right, so I feel like, okay, because the Justice card, this can sometimes be a Libra influence, but because the Justice card isn't very well aspected with the 5 of Discs worry, I feel like there may be a bit of a loss with a legal battle. It's not like a major loss because this is a minor arcana. Or this could also be like you have a new clear objective perspective, a clear head because of a loss of finances, work, stability where you live, some sort of a contract, maybe a relationship that made you feel stability because, I don't know, maybe they fed you and gave you money and created stability in your life, for example. It could be any of those things, but this is a loss of stability. You're feeling really, really stressed, okay? Yeah, but your advice is just to embrace a new opportunity. A new opportunity is coming your way that is emotionally fulfilling, to embrace this new start. If you pick 2, okay, so if you pick 2, on the surface we've got the 4 of Wands, beneath the surface we've got the Chariot, possible Cancer energy, and your advice card is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like this is the vibe I'm getting from these cards together. I feel like you have certain duties and obligations and responsibilities, maybe at home, and I feel like you're kind of putting them on the back burner. Maybe you're relaxing a little. It's good to relax, but you're relaxing a little bit too long. You have a lot of goals and things that you want to accomplish and move forward with, which is why you can't completely relax, okay? Because you're putting these things on the back burner, right? And I feel like you do want to have that life of luxury. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, luxury. Well, to me, it's luxury. You want to have the good life. You need to get back to work if you actually want to have the good life. You're trying to enjoy the good life right now, but you're not like in a financially stable position enough that you want to really enjoy it the way that you want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And you've got the energy to move forward and to complete whatever tasks and goals right now. So embrace that energy, because I think you're trying to ignore it. If you pick 3, let's see what we got. Look at this. I'll show you in a moment. I feel like, okay, your advice card is, oh, sorry. I hope was that a Freudian slip, maybe. On the surface, we've got the 10 of Wands. Beneath the surface, we've got the Prince of Cups. And your advice card is the Hermit, okay? So I feel like you or maybe someone else, I'm kind of getting a boss vibe from this, right? But it could be you. There's someone who has reached a certain amount of, that have completed a certain amount of goals. They've gotten like kind of to the top status wise. And I feel like they are expecting you, or maybe you're expecting yourself to continue to do this when maybe you don't really want to. Maybe you don't want to be around people right now. Maybe you don't want to be working with people right now, because your advice card is the Hermit. This could also be a Virgo influence, which is obviously you, right? So you might want to embrace some alone time, embrace some you time, because if people are expecting you to do things, it's because that's what they want for them to make themselves feel better. It's not necessarily in your best interest, right? I feel like also, if this is you, you have accomplished like so much. I feel like you've kind of peaked a little bit, and you might want to keep going just because, how do I explain this? Because it makes you feel good, but it's not necessarily meaning that it's completely for the right reasons. You really might want to take some alone time so that you can reassess, reconnect with yourself, have a lack of distractions, so you can really tap into your true essence, okay? It doesn't have to be work, 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 work for the sake of work all the time. Even if you really enjoy it, for the most part, you do need to take some time out for yourself once in a while, okay? All right, so if you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the information below. And make sure that you check out all my videos. I do monthly, mid-monthly. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're still here, whoop, you get a secret bonus card. All right, let's see. Secret bonus card. Ace of Pentacles, you have a new opportunity. This also might be an actual birth of a new child, but there's a new opportunity. This could be a contract, new land, a new house, upgrading. This could be like really, if you were waiting for like test results about your body, this is like extremely positive. So you can start your life over again, like physically in a sense. And it could also be like a bit of an inheritance, right? But it's very, very, very good. So embrace that new start. Okay, bye.